Before learning postfix by using this stack, I would like to first explain you what do we mean by stack in data structure. Okay, let us take piles of coins that are present one over the other. Suppose these are my piles of coins that are present one over the other. Okay, these are my coins. So what if I asked you to remove one coin from it? If this is my base, if this is my table, okay, this is my table where this is present. What if I asked you to remove a coin from this particular table? From where you will be removing? Of course, from this, right? Yes or no? This was the last coin, right? Last coin, and you removed it first. And you removed it first. Removed it first. Okay. So now, but as if we will be keeping every coin, whatever will be keeping one up the other, will be considered as last. So whenever we are involving or we are putting any new coin into this piles of coin, we have a term that is called as push. Okay, push is nothing but if you are using or you are you are pushing it, right? If you want to take it and keep it on the piles of coins, we do use a word called as push. But if we want to remove any coin, but if we want to remove anything from the stack, we do call it as pop. These are the two technical words which we will be using whenever we will be solving our postfix by using the stack. Okay, did you understood? And now we call this as LIFO. It follows LIFO. What do we mean by LIFO? Last in, first out. Means whichever was include last, at last, whichever was include last, which is last in, is first out. Yes or no? See, this particular coin that we're talking about, this was included at last, but while taking it off, it removed it first. That is why we say that this follow the concept called as LIFO. Okay, if you have already gone through my previous video, there I have explained you about the precedence order. Now here also I will be explaining you briefly so that everybody could get. We do have precedence order for doing this push, pop and everything. The precedence order, the first precedence order, the high, I am storing it in priority wise. Okay, the first priority that we give to is brackets, which is said to be as parenthesis. Okay, the second priority we give to is the symbol, which is said to be as exponent. Third priority we give is to multiplication and division. Okay, we do call it as, you can asterisk, you can call it as asterisk. This is division sign. Another one is modulus. Okay, modulus. Fourth, we give priority to plus minus, which is said to be as addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction. You must be thinking, sir, what if we have asterisk and modulus in our in a same arithmetic expression? You will be giving the same priority. That means you will be solving it from left to right. Okay, these two have the same precedence. I can say. Means whenever this will be given, I will be observing the arrangement of this, and we all do know that we always solve our arithmetic any problem from left to right. We will be following the same. So this is said to be as same precedence. Okay, whoever are present horizontally, I will be considering it to as same precedence. We will be following this and we will be building our stack. Okay, let's go then. This I will be saying later. This is actually the trick that I am going to follow. I have already told you that this will be a trick based video, by using which if you will be follow the trick that I have mentioned just right now, you won't be making any mistake. Okay, so now let me show you how the frame of this particular stack solving looks like. First is serial number. Okay, serial number. Second one is said to be as scanned. Second, I will be explaining everything to you. Third will be said to be as stack. Then we will be calling another as expression. Okay, did you get this? Stack means, if I will be explaining you the property of this, every element whichever are there, every element will be scanned here. Every element of the expression will be scanned here. Expression is scanned here. Okay, stack, it collects the operators only based on some specific rules, based on specific do's and don'ts. Do's, I can say. Following, it will follow some parameters for storing my operators. This, it will help to form the expression that is postfix here. That is postfix here. Your whole expression will be managed to form at this particular column. Okay, this particular column, your expression will be formed. I mean your answer. Okay, this serial number is, you will be counting, just a counter you can say. Okay, we shall be following this all thing. Okay, understood till this? Let me put a line over here. Let me take a question. Okay, where shall I be taking the question? Yeah, let me take here itself the question. Suppose the question is A modulus, what will I take then? B, then minus. Okay, let me not write here, let me write in some other place. These are the rules. Okay, I will be talking about these rules later on. Let me first write a expression. Now let me understand how to represent our expression before solving this. Suppose let me take A, the same example, modulus string B minus C. Okay, if this is the expression, what to do? First step is put parenthesis at the either sides. Parenthesis at the either sides. At the either side. That means whatever expression the user is giving me, I will be putting a parenthesis. Okay, at the other sides. Then I will be start solving this. Same thing, serial number, scanned, stack, expression. Okay, this is what we need to follow. Now, so first of all, what do we got? I will be writing serial number 1. First we got this parenthesis. Okay, then as I told, parenthesis will be also considered under operator, that will be taking to this. Now expression, as I told, it will be forming this particular expression, but at first what will it do? It will not be taking operators at first, but there will be a time where my expression will be taken, where my operators will be taken to my expression. Okay, just follow. Now serial number 2, what do we have? We do have A. Okay, as I told, stack will only store what? Operators. So it will not be stored here, it will coming to my expression. Okay, now talking about number 3, that is B, that is asterisk. It is scanned, and as this is an operator, I will be storing it here, but that will be not taken to this particular part. Now number 4, what will happen? I will be storing B. Okay, this is scanned. Now in stack, I will be not storing anything. It will be directly stored in expression. Now they're coming after subtraction. Okay. Now, as you may observe, here we do have what? Here we do have multiple asterisk was there, and we have the subtraction. For this case only, I have written some of the rules. Now you just see me. This was my earlier, right? I have written in this way. This is my early, because this was already there. So let me write early, and this is the new one. Okay. Now talking about the precedence, which has the higher precedence? This has the higher precedence. This one has the lower precedence. Okay. So for this case, I have written something out of. Okay. So now listen to me very carefully. Whenever something will be stored in the stack, I will be saying that it is pushed to stack. Okay. As something will be stored in the stack, I will be saying that it is pushed to stack. If something will be removed from the stack, I will be saying that it is popped. It is popped from the stack. Okay. I will be using these keywords. I have already explained you what do I mean by this. Now you just follow. Okay. So early is my in my earlier stage I was having higher precedence, but later on the new one is my what? Lower precedence as compared to the asterisk one. Now let's follow the table that I have written. See, early later I have written. Now you just see me which of the condition becomes true over here. This one, early I was having higher precedence, which is my asterisk. Later on, I got something lower pre I have just written to make up this particular space, that is subtraction. And what will happen? I have written that when this will happen, just a moment. Yes, I was just searching where is the complete one. Okay, so when you will be finding when you will be having this kind of situation, what will you do? See, I have written lower precedence will be pushed to stack and the higher one will be popped to expression. That means in this particular case, my lower precedence will be pushed to the stack, while my higher one will be taken to my expression. See, very easy, right? Just follow that particular table. You will be enjoying this kind of questions whenever it is asked. Now number 6, what do I have? I do have C, right? So as I have told, it will not be included over here, but it will be storing in this particular place, that is C, right? Now, am I going right? Yes. Now what happens? 7th is my parenthesis will be closed. When this is closed, what you need to do? There the times come where to take my every where I need to pop my every operator that is present at this stack to my expression. So what will I do? In this particular time, this particular thing will be taken here. Means what will happen? A, B, asterisk C minus. Did you got? Means when I will be having a closer parenthesis, my stack need to be empty. Every element, every operators, whichever is there in this stack, that will be taken to my expression. Now this is my final expression. Now let us check out in our traditional process that this particular expression, whatever I have got out of this, but following these rules, is it correct or not? Okay, let me take. So it was like A asterisk B minus C. So which has the higher precedence? This one. So it will be first solved. I am using the traditional process to check my answer. So now this become my, so if you have not watched the traditional process that I have been using for solving this, please watch the part 1 first, then come to part 2. Otherwise you will not be getting something thereafter. And if you have already completed the part 1, you might be enjoying now this. So my whole expression become my operand now. Now minus C, this is my another operand. This is the operator. Now I will be solving this. So it will become A, B, strict C minus. Okay. Am I getting the same expression? Is both of my expressions are same? That means my answer is totally correct. Okay. This is the case number 1 that I have used. Now let us, this is the one example. Let us now solve another example out of it. Let me take another question. Question number 2. So I have thought of it taking like this. A, I will be keeping same precedence so that things will be done perfectly. This, if this is the question that it has given and it has asked to find out postfix by using this stack table. Okay, postfix expression by using this stack table. Otherwise we can follow anything, traditional process or this stack wala table form. Okay, first step what I told, put a parenthesis, a plus b minus c asterisk d. Okay, now this serial number, as I've told, so the first one is the scanned one. You will be scanning everything here. And the second, it is the stack where you will be following the operators. Expression where my operands will be stored first. Then according to some of the rules that it will follow, my operators will be taken to this particular site. Okay. Now let's follow the process. Serial number 1, I have the bracket which is parenthesis. Let me take it to the stack. Number 2, I have A, but A will not be stored over here. A will be taken to expression. Now number 3. So what will happen? Plus, okay, plus will be scanned, but plus will be stored here and A. Okay. Now number 4. Here I am having B, but B will not be stored here. B will be stored at my expression. Now talking about the 5th, I am having minus, subtraction. Now can you see this two expression, this two operator? Okay, they both are same in same precedence order, right? Now, but here this will be, plus will be considered as earlier, while minus is now new one, so it is considered to be as later. Now let us follow that particular table to observe what is happening, which one to pop and which one to push. Now coming thereafter, let us follow this particular table. Here see, we have now the third number case, right, where we do have same precedence, both earlier and both later. Just observe what I have written in the push to stack. So here, see, here I am saying same precede to 2, means here it says whichever is the later one, that will be pushed to the stack, and which one was the earlier, which is the same precede one, is popped to the expression. So I will follow the same process, and thereafter you might observing this. See, so earlier one will be pushed to the stack, while my later one will my earlier one will be popped to expression, and my later one will be pushed to the stack. Okay, so this is my new one and this is my old one, or the earlier one is popped. Now talking about 6, you might observing, now I am having C. Okay, C will not be stored here, C will be stored here in expression. Now number 7, I am having another operator, that is asterisk. Now just follow, now let us follow that particular table. Here this is my lower precedence, this is my higher precedence. So my lower precedence in my earlier part and my higher precedence in my later part. Now let us see what situation do I have. Lower precedence earlier, higher precedence later. Lower precedence earlier, higher precedence later. The second one. So what will it do? It's a very important one. What will it do? It will store both of them in the stack. At last, that will be popped. I can write like this. At last, it will be popped. These will be popped. Whatever it has been stored over there, these will be popped. These will be popped. Popped is just no need to write. So let's see. So I will be following the same thing. What will I do? So see, here I have written the arrangement as well. Which one should be stored first, which one should be stored later. See, first you need to follow this as well. If you will be observing this, I have written first to store my lower precedence, then store my higher precedence. You need to follow the same sequence. First to store the lower precedence, then store the higher one. So this is my lower, then I'm storing the later one, and here as my expression is. Okay, then comes number 8, which is my D. Okay, D came. Now this is parenthesis, this is subtraction, my asterisk, and D is already popped to my particular expression. As I've told, my operands you will be finding most of the time operands, not most of the time, our operands are only popped to expression. Now there come at last, my parenthesis is closed. Okay, at this situation what will happen? Everything, my stack will be empty at this particular situation. So when this become empty, how do this expression is created? all must be having this particular question, and all might be doing this mistake. CD, some might be thinking minus asterisk, some might be thinking A, B, C, D, asterisk and minus. Okay, so in this particular way, what happens? The things are arranged in this way. Okay, in this is the pattern that is followed for storing things. So accordingly, this will be my correct answer. Okay, while not this. You can remember in this way that as this is my higher precedence, so it is first stored, then my lower precedence. Okay, now you must be having one question. If you will be observing any other publisher, there you might be observing this braces or this brackets or this parenthesis are also taken to the expression. You can also take this, no worries. See, if I will be taking this, if I will be taking this to my expression, then also it's okay, right? Then also it's okay. You will be not getting any error out of it. Whenever you get close, now this is popped and you can store it in this way. This is also okay. You can include that, no matters what. But some other way you will be getting confused out of it. That's why I'm not including. Both of them are correct, because this parentheses are given artificially by us. That's why I'm not taking it. Now what will you do? You will be solving this. You will be writing without parentheses only. Why? Because in the question it has not given parentheses. That was taken by us individually. Okay, this is the answer. Now let us check out in our traditional process. Is my answer correct or wrong? A plus B minus C asterisk D. A plus B minus C asterisk D. Now let us solve in a traditional process. So as we know, this is having higher precedence, it will be solved first. So after solving this, this became this. Now this is my minus. Now I'm having A plus B. How will I be solving? Same precedence. If you have followed to my previous part 1, you will be able to understand this. It will go from left to right. So it will be first, this will be solved. Now this whole became my operand. This whole is my operand. This whole is my operand. And this is my operand. Okay, this is the minus sign. Now this all will be postfixed. So it will be, so A, B plus C, D asterisk, then minus. Okay, is this what we have got out of this? Is this what we got? See, just compare the answer with this. Are we getting the same answer? Boys and girls, are we getting the same answer, right? So our process is correct. Now I have a question for you all. Okay, I need to see that you write the answer of this particular question by using both the processes, that is the traditional process and by this particular start table. The question is this, and after some time, after I will be observing your comments, I will be writing my answer. Okay, this, then this, then F, then by D. It's a long one. This is a good long one, but the good one, because you have already been witnessing many other questions that we have already done. Okay, I hope you have learned something valuable. If you have learned something valuable, make sure that you like to this particular video, subscribe to this particular channel, press the bell icon, and do like if you have really understood this in the next level other way. Okay, thank you so much, and keep preparing for your board examination well. Okay.